Time for another exciting mathematics video. Sorry. I think you'll be very excited and enchanted by this one. So grab a blank piece of paper, and on top of this one, if you would write area, that's what we'll be talking about, area, as soon as I find the screen that I'm wanting to go with here. Let me share my screen. Hopefully things are going well for you on this fine Friday. Let's see what we got here. All right. Today we are talking about area. Bear with me for just a second here. So here we go. Area. Area. That's plenty big enough, isn't it? And the little subheading under area. Today we talk about of complex shapes. Complex shapes. Area of complex shapes. And basically that means we are going to be looking at how to find the area. Let's say we have this shape right here. And I'm not real good at drawing shapes on my little board here. Let's say I've got this shape right here. And the dimensions, of course, are, grab my specs. Dimensions are 4, 6, and 8. So let's say this is 4 inches. This is 6 inches. And this is 8 inches. So as we look at this shape, we have some formulas for some shapes of area, but this one, ladies and gentlemen, well, it's a trapezoid, and we do have formulas back somewhere, but we're not always going to be able to rely on that. So when you come up with the area of some sort of a shape that's not just a regular old rectangle or square or triangle, you have to kind of approach it with this philosophy here, and I like to call this the divide and, or just n, conquer. We are going to divide and conquer this shape, which means basically, simply put, you are going to cut it into shapes you know you can find the area, and then add those together. So, first of all, obviously, if this comes up on your assignment, you are going to sketch out this shape. But if you look at this, it is a trapezoid. But if we took a line and went straight down from here, okay, I have now cut this into a rectangle, and I have cut it into a triangle. And both of those I have formulas for. Both of those I can do. So here is what this is going to look like. And again, I would certainly label this. Let's say this is rectangle A and this is triangle B. So the area of the rectangle, we know, is length times width. So if I'm looking for this rectangle here, here's one thing you must be very, very careful with. It is length times width. Now remember, we are only looking at this rectangle that stops right here. This 8 is not going to be the length of that rectangle. 8 goes all the way across. It's the whole bottom. It doesn't stop there. So you have to make sure that you're using the right dimension. And the length of this rectangle is right here. It is 6. And the width of this rectangle is right here. It is 4. So 6 times 4 is 24. So that's the area of my rectangle. To that, I'm going to have to add the area of my triangle. And the formula for the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. And if you remember, back in the day, we talked about this many times. We don't use length and width here. We use base and height because these two things have to form right angles with each other. And that right angle falls right here. So my base and my height have to be these two lines, and it doesn't really matter which one you call which. Well, this one's pretty easy. This is absolutely positively 4 because it's the same as that side over there in the rectangle. But what is this distance from here to here? And it is not 8, again, because 8 is the whole line. You might have to do a little calculating here. If 8 is the whole line and I take away this part here, which was the rectangle, I have to take 6 away from that. That gives me a remainder of 2. This bottom of this triangle has to be 2 because 2 plus the 6 there would give me the 8 that is there. So there are my dimensions that I'm going to use. The triangle is 1/2 of base, which is 2, times the height, which is 4. And at this point, you can multiply any way you like. It don't really matter to me. 2 times 4 is 8, and 1/2 of 8 is 4. Yeah, so 4 is the area of the triangle, so I put 4 up here. Now remember, and again, this is why you write everything down. You could have got lost and all that, but remember, in the end, we needed to add these two areas together. So I have to add my 24 for the rectangle and my 4 of the triangle. So the total area is 28 inches squared. It's my total area of that complex shape. And again, when you have this on your homework, I should not just see numbers randomly flying out there. You need to sketch these things down. You need to write your formulas down. You need to take your time and you need to do that correctly. Let us do another one. Let's do this one. Let me get a new piece of paper and draw this one down. So here we go. Let's find the area of this shape. The shape is going to look like this. It's basically going to be this rectangle. And it is going to be and it's going to look like this. And it's going to have this triangle stuck on the end. And what are our dimensions? 10, 12, 6, and 8. 10, 12, 6, and 8. Now let's make these inches again just for fun. And I'm going to stop my coffee from squeaking here. So once you have your shape sketched, then you need to figure out where you could cut it. A lot of times there's more than one way you could cut it. You could cut it like this, but that's not really going to help you because you're still going to be left with this thing over here, and you could get it like this and do a whole bunch of different shapes. But I think probably the most logical place to split this is right here. So then you have this rectangle, let's call it rectangle A, and this triangle here, let's call it triangle B. So off to the side here, the area of rectangle A plus the area of triangle B is going to give me my answer here. So rectangle A is going to be length times width. And that, again, please make sure you're using the right dimension. You need length times width. Okay, that would be 12, not 8, because 8 stops here, and 6 are my two dimensions there. So length is 12, width is 6. I multiply those together, I get, oops, sorry, I put it in the wrong place. Length times width, which is 6 times 12, I get 72 for that. Now let's do our triangle. And our triangle, again, write down the formula, is 1/2 base times height. Base and the height have to form the right angles. So here's my little right angle. I need to multiply this and this. Boom. And when I do, I get, let's see, I have to take 8 from 12 and get 4. And multiply, and then this whole line is 10. And I subtract 6 from my 10, and I get another 4 for that triangle. Sorry, I lost my pen. Got another 4 for that triangle. So if I do my math here, 1/2 of 16 equals 8. I add my two areas together, and I get 80 for the total area of that. 80 square inches. Poof. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do area of complex shapes. Hopefully that will get you through. Again, it's all about sketching things out, keeping yourself organized, writing formulas, making sure you're using the right dimensions, and all of that crazy good stuff. Hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you